welcome to the Morthunder YouTube channel. My name is Morgan, and I am the owner, founder, host of Morthunder. Morthunder is my alter ego. And yes, I am sitting on a toilet because this is the best room in the house for taking videos. And sometimes things vibrate in here, which is one of the many perks of living in a tiny house, which is what we are in right now. So I'm going to introduce myself in this video, and then I'm going to show you my many whips. If you hear creepy noises, it's my dog, Bronte. Hopefully I can wrangle her in here and introduce her to you. There's like a 90-10 chance that she'll do it. Okay, so I'm 24 years old, which means that I was born in 1995. My birthday is in July, which makes me a summer baby, which is funny because it's taken me like 23 years to actually enjoy summer. It has finally worked. It's finally sunken in. Come here. I've been married for just over 2 years to my husband, Ethan. Ta-da! I told you she would come. Can you pop up? Can you jump up? You can do it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love her so much. We live in a tiny house that we built ourselves. And if you ask really nicely, I'll do a tiny house tour. I'll do a tiny house tour, and you can see my house. We have one dog, and her name is Bronte. And that's probably the limit of how many dogs you should have in a tiny house at once. But you know what? More power to you if you have more. You just have less space. Ew! I'm so sorry. That was so gross. This year, which is 2019, I did a show on a subscription-based platform called Bluprint, and the show is called Knit Meets Knot, and it is a show that celebrates knitting and crocheting and how they can blend together to become the best of friends, is what we kept calling it, the best of friends. And so Knit Meets Knot is a show where I'm the knitting talent, and then my friend Vincent is the crochet talent, and we just talk about knitting and crocheting and how awesome they are and how you don't have to pick one, and one isn't better than the other. They just have different qualities and are better at different things per craft. So let's talk about Bronte. Bronte is about 2 years old at this point in time. She's amazing. We love this dog. She is a coated Mexican hairless, which sounds like an oxymoron, but it isn't. So apparently Mexican hairlesses, they actually started with fur. You guys, I've done my research. And then there was like a mutation, and now they are mostly hairless. But you can still get a coated one in the same litter as a hairless one. And it turns out the ones with fur have better dental. So we lucked out, even though we got her at the Humane Society and we didn't really have a choice. So yeah, it was fun. We went thrifting for a dog, and we found this little gem. They're actually really great dogs. We looked it up to see if we wanted to get another one after she, but they're like really expensive. Well, not really expensive, just more than I usually spend on dogs. So hopefully she lives to be like 15, which is usually their cap. So we live in the Pacific Northwest in Washington State, and we like it, don't we? We love it. I have lived here my entire life, and I've been to quite a few places, and I'm pretty sure that this is my favorite place, which I really lucked out that the place that I was born is the place that I like most. So another thing about me, I love reading the dictionary. I love words, and I love being articulate. That's something that's really, really important to me, that if I have something that I want to express, I like being equipped with the right words on how to say things. This is really uncomfortable. And I like having just like well-structured, well, not well-structured sentences, but sentences that like make sense. Because that's really important to me, because I really like efficiency. And so when people use like the wrong words for stuff, or they don't know how to say what they want to say because they just don't know the right words, it annoys me. So I like reading the dictionary. What? Okay. I love you too. Okay. Okay. So I was a gymnast from ages 7 to 16, so about 9 years. And it was really good for me. I'm pretty sure that being a gymnast is the reason that my Enneagram, I think that's how you say it, type is an 8, a 3, and a 2. So yeah, I got 3 types. So an 8 means that I'm bold and aggressive, which is really accurate. I'm very competitive. Not in a bad way. Well, I don't think it's a bad way. I just like to win, you guys. Like, I will turn anything into a contest. I don't know. There's something about winning that's very important to me. And maybe it's a bad thing. And then my type 3 means that I'm confident and focused, which is really, really handy in the knitting community. So that I still compare myself to other people. It's still challenging. But fortunately, being focused helps me be more confident. And that's what type 3 is. And then type 2 means that I'm generous and self-sacrificing, which I think is really, really accurate. Like, I love going out of my way to show my friends that I care. And that's vice versa how I receive love. Like, when someone, takes time to do something for me or make something for me, I really love that. So have we talked enough about us and our matching Sanguine sweaters? If you like this pattern, I will add a link in the box below. Are you done yet? Oh no, she's just trying to get comfy. This is really sad. I wish you could see just how awkwardly she's laying. But she's usually pretty cold, which is why she has a sweater on. But she likes to lay on me as much as possible, which is really annoying because I can't really get a lot of work done when she's sitting on me and I need to like either knit or be on my laptop. Where was I going with this? Anyway, if you want to knit a sweater like ours, you can check out my Sanguine Sweater Pattern on Ravelry and enjoy the living heck out of it. It ranges from sizes, like if you have a 28 bust to a 60-inch bust, and then it has 4 inches of positive ease, which means that it goes up to technically 64 inches. But you know what? If you use bigger needles, you can make a bigger sweater if you wanted to. Vice versa, if you use smaller needles and just make sure that your gauge is a little smaller than the gauge that I told you to. I don't know. Do what you want. I don't have a pattern for this dog sweater because it's challenging enough writing patterns for like all the different sizes of women in the world and men. I mean, this isn't like a specific sweater to just women, but it's really challenging making sure that, all 9 sizes fit people correctly, that I don't have the time to make sure that this sweater fits your dog right. But there's a blog post done by my wonderful friend Dana from DWJ. Call me DWJ on her Instagram. She's awesome. And she did a blog post about how to make a sweater fit your dog really well, and it was very helpful. And that's how I made Bronte's sweater. So I will also include a link in the description box below. The funny thing about her laying on my hands is that I can't use them when I talk, and I always like wave my hands around when I talk, and so this is really annoying, but she's really cute. Anyway, well, now that introductions are out of the way, you want to see my whips? Sure you do. Okay. So I currently have 4 projects. Actually, I just finished one last night and it feels so good because it took me weeks, and usually a sweater pattern only takes me like a few days. Oh, 1 second. Boop. They got them good vibrations. Hopefully Instagram doesn't take my video down because I just sang that song. Okay. So this is the project that I finished at 1 in the morning last night. This is the Wool and Honey Sweater by Andrea Mowry. It's incredible, and I recommend that everyone and their dog try this pattern because it's not as difficult as it looks. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a knitting needle in my eye. So if you look at it, it has these stitches that form a really, really pretty honeycomb pattern. And then the base stitch is garter, which means that when you're knitting in the round, you knit and then you purl and then you knit, which takes absolutely forever, because instead of doing a stockinette, which is like the stitch rests upon a stitch, rests upon a stitch, you have garter stitch, which is basically like half of a stitch, and then it does this. So it takes twice as long to freaking make anything, but the finished product is really, really, really pretty. And it's really squishy. Like, I can't even describe how squishy this is. Maybe I can try. Imagine that you just washed 16 comforters and they just came out of the dryer, and you lay them all on top of each other in one place, and then you get on top of a really tall table and then you jump off into the comforters. That's how squishy this sweater is. That's how creative I can get. So the yarn that I used is, what's it called? One second. It's by Hobby Lobby. And this is Soft and Sleek DK Low Pill Fiber, and it is acrylic. I bought it because it was inexpensive and I liked the color, because I'm not really a yarn aficionado yet. When it comes to making stuff for myself, I usually go kind of cheap because I'm a cheapskate. Yeah. So this sweater uses fingering weight yarn, which means that it takes forever, and then you have to say the word fingering yarn out loud, which is more annoying than how long that it takes to actually make the damn thing. Who calls it that? Why was it named that? It's so weird. It's so awful. Anyway, beyond that, the fit of this sweater is amazing. So the yoke goes down at a really, really comfortable place. This is a little low for me, and the yoke of the wool and honey sweater is perfect. I don't remember what size I did. But the thing that I like most is that the arms are really cozy and really snug, which is very important for me because I have really big biceps, you guys. And I think it's because I was a gymnast. But I do push-ups and stuff nowadays, and I'm pretty sure that's why. But my biceps are kind of disproportionate to the rest of my body. Like, the rest of my body is like, I'm small for sweater sizes, and then my biceps are like, oh. So that's what I like about this sweater, is that it hugs my arms perfectly and it doesn't make me feel like I have man arms. So thanks, Andrea. I know that that wasn't one of your goals when you were designing this, but you really helped a girl out. Also, do you guys like my my makeshift table of this toilet? It's so nice. That's a pillowcase. Maybe I should wash it before I put it on a pillow now, which sucks because I just washed it like a goon. Okay, all this to say, this sweater pattern is amazing and you should definitely try it, and it's not as scary as it looks. Just be prepared that whatever fiber you use, you're going to use a lot of it. So make sure you look at how much yardage it takes and actually buy that much, because it does take a lot of yarn. My only regret is that I didn't have enough left over to make Bronte a matching sweater, and I love doing that anytime I finish a sweater. That's like the cherry on top whenever I make myself something. So this sweater is flawless. I love it. It's the Wool and Honey Sweater by Andrea Mowry, and I'll put it in the box below so you can click on it and buy it in Ravelry. Ravelry is awesome, you guys. I love Ravelry, and I will never stop singing their praises. So this is my second project that I have going on. This is a test. This is like the beta version. This is the very first version of a new pattern that I am hopefully going to release in I don't know how long. I'm not going to give you dates or anything. But this is what I'm calling the Bronte sweater. And if you look through all the hat patterns that I released last year, it resembles... Stop! It's so loud! 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you heard that, but it was really loud to me and annoying. And you're quiet. So this is the Bronte sweater, and I'm using Cascade 220 to mock it up. I actually wrote this pattern yesterday, and it's gonna be really, really stinking cute, and I'm very excited about it. So it has these lines, and then the lines turn into arrows, like meow. And I will give you a fleeting glance. Ready? Meow. And that is the Bronte sweater. I hope that name sticks. I really like it. I mean, it'll make me cry like a little baby in 20 years when she's gone, and I'll be like, oh, my dog. But you know what? I can't help but do stuff like that to myself. This is a yoke sweater. It's top down. It's super duper easy, you guys. Yoke sweaters are the shiz because you start at the neck, right? And then you knit until you get to this point, like you've got this big piece of work, and then you put your sleeves on like extra needles or scrap yarn, and then you work the body down, do a sleeve, and call it a day, and then high five friends because you made a sweater and it looks beautiful and it's much easier than you could have ever imagined. I didn't fart just now. I just need you to know that that was my toilet seat. Please know that that was my toilet seat. All right, next project. This is a really cute bag, and I got it from a friend of mine. And I'm pretty sure her Instagram is called While They Dream, but I'll put a link in the box below for this bag because I love it. Okay, my third project that I have going on, actually it would be second because my wool and honey sweater's done. So my second work in progress is the Waxing and Waning socks by Casual Fashion Queen. So A, these are really cute. B, I made them a little long because I like my socks to be a little longer, but they're probably about this tall, if you care. And they're very, very cute, very well designed. Honestly, you guys, this is the second like sock pattern that I've ever tried in the last month because I just learned how to knit socks. The heel was really getting me like before this point, and now I love socks. But look at this. Isn't that pretty? So it has moon faces on the heel, and the way that she designed it is you can actually decide to make a inverse version of your socks. So like instead of having the white as the base, you could do pink, and then your stripes would be white. Yeah. But they're really, really pretty, and you need to go check out her pattern because it's really simple and really quick, like socks are. And I'm just convinced that socks are the best now. Yeah. I'm hoping to give these to my sister for Christmas. So hopefully she doesn't watch this video. She might not. Anyway, if I don't give these to you for Christmas, Britt, I'm really sorry, but I'm very selfish and I love these socks. So again, those are the Waxing and Waning socks by Casual Fashion Queen on Instagram. And then finally, my last work in progress, which doesn't even have needles on it yet, it's just yarn, is this beautiful scarf pattern that I got in my Bluprint premium box because they love me and they wanted me to try it out and tell you guys what I thought. Boop. Boop. So I haven't started this scarf yet, obviously, because I've got other projects, but it uses fingering weight yarn and it's really soft, and the yarn comes from Cloudborne Fibers, which is one of my favorite yarns right now. I didn't know about them until I started working with Bluprint, and now like I'm addicted. Like I need more of this yarn. And secretly I was hoping that they would forget that they sent me this kit and then I would just be able to use this yarn for something else because it's really, really pretty. But yeah, they want me to make this sweater or this scarf. Unfortunately, I'm gonna give this to someone very special for Christmas. So Bluprint Premium is really helpful because they send you a kit in the mail every quarter and you can use them for Christmas, or not Christmas, not every quarter, but you can use them as gifts, which is really handy and really helpful if you like to make stuff for your friends. So It comes with pre-proportioned yarns. Boop. And then they give you instructions, and there's even a video class on Bluprint on how to make this scarf. It's awesome. And there are 4 other projects in different crafting categories, and you can pick which category you want, and they'll send you that kit in the mail, and it's awesome. It's a great deal all around. So this is my 4th project. It's constructed really interestingly. And it's so interesting that I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe I'll do a vlog about it, but it's really, really interesting. Ooh, I think it's raining outside. That's exciting. Huh. I personally love the rain. It makes everything green. And it makes the little puddle under my door jamb puddly. We don't know why, but we have a little leak in our door. We built the house from scratch. You'd think that it wouldn't have a leak, but it's an enigma. Anyway. Well, that's my first vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope whatever you're doing that you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and that it's not raining and it's warm wherever you are. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, because I think it's silly when people are like, subscribe, and they just like tell you like, you need more of me. But you know, if you want to subscribe, you totally can. So, thanks. See you soon. See you in a little bit. Hopefully my Irish accent will get better by then, but who knows.